It's been almost 3 months since Jamal Khashoggi was killed inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Turkey continues to accuse Saudi Arabia of trying to cover up the crime because of its lack of transparency in the investigation. Turkey is also frustrated with what it sees as inaction on the part of the West.
Many European countries who are promoting the freedom of media, freedom of the expression, are closing their eyes, and these countries and the politicians, you see the statement putting some sanctions on the people who are already in prison, who will never be visiting those countries.
Calls are now growing louder for an international investigation.
What we have said since the beginning is that it's absolutely essential to have a credible investigation and to have the punishment of those that were guilty.
Turkey has recently said there are discussions about opening an international investigation because a lack of cooperation from Saudi Arabia is blocking progress.
President Erdogan does know that he can't do this alone. He does need the backing up and the full force of the international arena. We do see the West trying not to be involved with this, but as we see that, we also see President Erdogan pushing this and not letting it go.
Khashoggi's killing sparked international outrage and condemnation, but there has been little action against Saudi Arabia. A UN investigation would, according to experts, put more pressure on Riyadh, but there needs to be international political will.
Findings of this mission is not binding for both parties. So the shortcoming of these fact-finding missions are they need high level of cooperation. Such shortcomings has existed when it comes to the International Commission want to enter to the Myanmar that has been established by the United Nations Human Rights Commission, and Myanmar government has refused to enter the country for the investigators.
A position Saudi Arabia is likely to take. It insists it will handle the case on its soil.
Turkish officials are growing impatient with what they describe as a lack of seriousness on the part of Saudi authorities. Even President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has been more outspoken. He used to avoid mentioning Mohammed bin Salman by name. He has now criticized the Saudi Crown Prince's explanation on Khashoggi's killing and accused those who took an active part in the murder of being his closest aides.
Turkey is not softening its stance, but it continues to tread carefully to maintain ties with Saudi Arabia. But pursuing an international investigation would hurt that relationship. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.